Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Mrs. Celesio. I'm an international accredited money coach. I'm a money consciousness teacher and an energy healer. So, today we're talking about the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. So, I've been doing a series on these topics on the 7 chakras in our body system, just explaining what they are and why we need to work on fixing them, and when they are fixed, what benefits do we get, and when they are not in place or not working properly, what could we experience. So today we're talking about the sacral chakra. I've done a longer video where I talk about my own sacral chakra journey. So if you'd like to see that, I've put a link to that video on the description box, so you can click on that and watch a little bit more, because I talk more in details. But this is going to be a short video where I just touch up on important issues when it comes to the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is the second chakra from the bottom. So this is a chakra that is all about abundance. A lot of times, a lot of people have this one like not working so well. Normally, the root chakra and this chakra, they work together, but this is a chakra about abundance, while the first chakra, the root chakra, is about stability and being secure. So this is now when you secure and you have a foundation, then you can flourish. So this chakra is all about flourishing. So if you're not seeing flourishment in your life, maybe something is not well with your sacral chakra. So it's all about creativity. So being creative is the part of our lives that produces more. The more you're creative, the more you can think, the more you can create things that can work and make you money, or make you give that value that you want to give to maybe your job, maybe your business. So the chakra is about when you have it correctly, you have joy, you have creativity, you have fulfillment, you have abundance, you have wellness, a whole lot of just pleasure. So this is where this chakra affects your life. But then when it is not in place, when things are not balanced with this chakra, you will experience things like emotional overwhelm. So you could have an overreactive energy or an underreactive energy. So an overreactive energy is when you just over the top. Everything about you is just dramatic. You are too angry, you are too excited, you are too sad, you are too everything. Or you could literally be just numb and like not react whatsoever to anything. So many people will say to you, things happen in my life and I don't react at the same time, and then like a month later is only when I react. That is a sacral chakra issue, because when you don't react at the same time, then you sort of bottle up things, because the more you keep that thing, you're not dealing with it, it actually is hurting you in some way. So of course you're gonna get your time and you're gonna deal with it, but then what about the time where this thing was like in the wrong compartment of your life, where it was actually hurting you? So I mean, and this is like most females were taught that a man doesn't cry, do not show your emotions, do not, so be numb. They were taught to be numb, to be numb. So when they go do things that are crazy, that have like emotionless, and it's like, what's wrong with them? But then they've been taught to shut down that part of their lives. So that is how you know, like, you're maybe too much emotionally stuff or nothing. And then depression, this is a big one. Fear, anxiety, loss of hope, loss of creativity, sexual diffusion. Oh my god, yes. So you might have like no sex, or way too much of all sorts of crazy sex that gets you into all sorts of problems and creates you all sorts of problems in your life because it's just overactive, or there is like totally nothing, which is very wrong. Like nobody should be going through that in life, but also you might not want to be doing things that are just gonna cause you horror in your life because you have an overreactive sacral chakra, and then your life is a mess. And then reproductive issues. So this chakra, because it's in that womb area, it takes care of all these organs that are around that area. So the womb, the kidneys, the bladder, all these organs that are in that area, they get affected when the sacral chakra is not in place. So you might not be able to give birth, you might have cysts, you might have womb problems. Yeah, so those things normally don't work well when your sacral chakra is not functioning correctly. And then intimacy, obviously, yeah, you will have probably attract people who are emotionally unavailable, intimacy issues, not connecting, not being in a fulfilled relationship, not being in a fulfilling job, not being in a fulfilling business, not being in a, maybe even like you stay in a crappy house, you have a crappy car, like just like, yeah, you can be like, why do I not have, I don't deserve this, but then you have such a thing. And then addictions. So you'll find here you're addicted to work, you're addicted to maybe substances, pills, alcohol, all sorts of things. Addicted to sex, um, you know, adventure. That was my problem. Just wanting to just like every time do things that might kill you, you know. So yeah, and you just like always wanting to explore something, like you feel like there's a void that needs to be filled by trauma. So yeah, then you know that your sacral chakra is not good. But normally people with the wrong sacral chakra, they have jobs they hate, they keep going there, and they think that they can't let those go. They literally, when you have a sacral chakra problem, you just punish yourself over and over. You punish yourself with the wrong relationships, you punish yourself with the wrong friends, you punish yourself with the, you just things that are toxic, you find yourself in them. And then obviously they cause you cancer. And then obviously they cause you depression. And then obviously they cause you all these things. So yes. Now, what you can do with how can you fix your sacral chakra issues or these challenges? You have to go back to the problem where this thing started. So things that might hurt your sacral chakra is like at work, you are being told that you're not good enough. You grow up in a lack environment. Most of us grew up in an environment that didn't have much, so you were taught lack, you practiced lack. So now abundance is lack, if it doesn't exist in your life. So we have been taught to practice lack, we've been taught to practice not having enough, we've been taught to practice taking less than what we deserve, we've been taught to just like at least we've been taught so many at least, and we think at least is the process of life, which is not. We don't know how to ask, we don't know how to receive. So you need to go back to those places and fix those things. So I have a 7-day course that I created where I show you how to find out where the first cut is of this problem that you have that is to do with your sacral chakra. So if it's you are numb, or if you are not fulfilled, or if you're not finding what fulfills you in life, or if you are not connecting with people, with connecting with your clients, you're not connecting with your kids, you're not connecting with your maybe social life, you just like not finding the right friends, you're always finding toxic people, you're always finding people that want to take from you, you're not finding people that are giving you life, you're just finding people that are just like um are not good for you and your mental life, your mental, your physical life. They just like all about drama and drama that you do not need. So your sacral chakra definitely needs work, needs help. So you go back to that issue. The first um cut is the deepest. So you go back there and you fix that. So that's the spiritual part. And then the emotional part is where you then would find out what keeps triggering you with these things. Maybe every time, so normally with the sacral chakra, you will never hear anything that makes sense from anybody. So a person could be talking to you and saying you're looking beautiful, and then you'll just get offended because why? Yes, maybe let's just say you just put on makeup, and then the person's like, "Oh, you look nice now," and you're like, yeah, so you think I was not looking nice before. You will never hear the what is being said. You will always hear the things that are emotionally troubling you. So you will literally just get offended about the person that said, now you look nice with the makeup, and you're like, yeah, by the way, so you mean that last week I didn't look nice? Like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't even see you last week. So obviously I am a coach and I deal with these things all the time, so I know the signs. I've worked with so many people who have got these things. So a person with a sacral chakra problem never ever hears the right stuff. Like a boss could be saying something, they're hearing something else, but then all they hear is these emotions that have gone wrong inside of them. So then we need to heal those emotions. Like a person with a sacral chakra problem has billion triggers. I've lived that life. Like I said, I will post the link of my sacred chakra journey. I lived that life where it's just like you never hear what people say. When people give you love, you can't receive it because you're hearing things that are wrong. When people say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was late," you hear your own things. When people say, "Oh, sorry," I can't come over today, you're hearing your own things. Oh, you actually don't care about me. Oh, you actually have better things to do. No. Ugh, okay, askisi, then like what must I do? Like stop my life to make your life better. I don't know. So people with sacral chakra issues, they never hear the correct thing that is being said. They are always analyzing everything. They are always finding why the person is saying it, how they are saying things to them, because whatever, it's trauma there. So you don't want to live your life like that because you can't receive love. You cannot receive love when you're like that because you never ever, your boss could be literally saying, I need to give you a raise, and you could be hearing something else and mess it up. So, and you will be shocked how much this happens. Like so many people will be like, yeah, I've been trying all this time to get um these people to pay me more, but they just never do. Every time I ask them, they say something else, but then you just had your own things. I mean, even in your business, your clients could be telling you what they need, and you're hearing something else, and they could be telling you, you need this. You think they are saying they are not buying, like it's that crazy. Okay, then there's physical things that you could do, and these are all the things that I am giving in this course. And physical things like what you need to eat, activities that you need to eat, just like um Sacral Chakra needs you to honor the creative part of you. So you might have to find yourself maybe like a dance group if you enjoy dancing, or go for dancing lessons, or like painting, or anything artistic and creative that you can do with your life, or maybe like puzzles, or maybe a hobby that actually pays you. I found makeup and I love doing this stuff because it just helps me to connect with my sacral chakra, and I can spend 2 3 hours there and I'm lost, and when I come back I feel so much better because I've healed parts of me that needs creativity and needs me to just get out of my head. So sacred chakra work, you need to get out of your head, because your head is like where everything that is a mess happens when your sacred chakra is not in intact, because you mix the emotions, you mix the spiritual and everything else, you put mix together, and then it's a mess you know so um, so in this course, there's physical things you can do, there's emotional stuff that you can help yourself to not get triggered and hearing crazy stuff when people talk. And then spiritual stuff that you do to heal where this thing started. So yeah, if you need this course, let me know. Send me an email, busesedesho, or send an email to my pa@busesedesho.com, and on the description box I'm going to leave those details. So get yourself this course, 7 days, and it's just going to help you to have tools to use for such things when you find them happening in your life. Just like the fact that, I think with my sacral chakra, the worst thing was just to hear things that do not exist, that people never said, that I am hearing them, that everything offended me, everything I will have to overanalyze, everything will have to pass through all these wounds of mine, and then they will be like interpreted. Yeah, so you say I'm beautiful, and then it's a wrong thing. You probably say I'm not beautiful, obviously it's a wrong thing. So I couldn't receive, I couldn't enjoy love, I couldn't enjoy being taken care of, I couldn't enjoy my femininity. I just, it was a no-go area because my sacral chakra was not in place. So yeah, um get yourself this. It's going to really 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 help you, specifically if you've got the issues that I talked about, like depression and fear and all these things that are not so great. So thank you for watching. Remember to click on the subscribe button. Remember to make sure that you press on the like button and then share with other children, because this is important information for all of us. We all deserve a break. So please do share, please subscribe, and the next video is on the solar plexus chakra. So that's the chakra that has to do with your will, that has to do with your confidence. If you've got low self-esteem, tune in on the next one. We're talking about that and what's up with that. Thank you so much. The next one, solar plexus chakra, make sure you don't miss that. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.